थोड़ा सा वार्तालाप कर लेते हैं, सबको बता देते हैं क्या हो रहा है, क्यों हो रहा है, बिकॉज वी मेड अ वेरी बोल्ड स्टेटमेंट अ कपल ऑफ डेज अगो and we are no longer operating in the esports teams business of BGMI. We have suspended our operations and हमारी अभी कोई esports team नहीं रहेगी BGMI में. तो इसलिए it's important to talk about that a little bit as well because I think it has a direct impact on the BGMI ecosystem. It has a direct impact on the esports ecosystem and ये ज़रूरी है because the ecosystem right now is not sustainable. It is not in the place where it could be. It has potential, yes, but अभी तक वो potential capitalize नहीं कर पाए हैं. Yes, there are some people that are making money, but there are way more people that are losing money, and that is why you see इतने सारी orgs आ रहे हैं, जा रहे हैं. They're coming, they're spending money. काफी सारे orgs आते हैं, बड़े salary के promises देते हैं, फिर कुछ महीनों बाद salary नहीं दे पाते हैं. And that's not a stable environment for anyone to try to make their career. We have had so many athletes that have reached out to us and have spoken to us individually and said that they want to leave the ecosystem because उनके लिए ये sustainable नहीं है, उनके लिए ये viable नहीं है, उनको अपने या तो career पे ध्यान देना है, या तो वापस पढ़ाई पे ध्यान देना है, या तो अपने family business को join करना है, या तो कुछ और option देखना है because they don't see being a BGMI athlete as a stable career. और मैं ये struggling tier 2 और tier 3 players नहीं, ये tier 1 players की बात कर रहा हूँ who have been paid more than 1-2 lakh rupees in salary और जो trophies जीत चुके हैं, ये उन players की बात कर रहा हूँ. तो it's not as stable as से लोग बाहर से बहुत ऐसा रोजी पिक्चर दिखता है. It's not that way. It's a struggle. Every player is struggling, every org is struggling, every tournament organizer is struggling, every brand is struggling, sponsors are struggling. Everyone is working hard. ऐसा नहीं है कि बस सब बैठ के रिलैक्स कर रहे हैं, सब कोशिश कर रहे हैं, but right now everyone is struggling. So in this struggling phase, it doesn't make sense for us to invest more money when there are no returns. As some of you all saw, मैंने ब्रॉडकास्ट चैनल पे हमारे ब्रॉडकास्ट चैनल पे लिखा भी था कि we have spent a lot of money in the ecosystem. Just in the last 1 year, we have lost about 1.5 crores, 1.3 crores to be.
I think वो एक correction थोड़ा भी धीरे-धीरे I think आई.
हाँ, means there will be a market correction. There, एक second में. So as of right now, temporarily because the ecosystem is unstable, is immature, is in a situation where it doesn't make sense. Like I told you, you can do the math. अगर हम हर बड़ा LAN event इंडिया में जीते, every single LAN event, BGIS, BGMS, BMPS, Aptra Sky, जो जितने भी events होते, अगर हर LAN event हम जीते, we are still a loss-making venture, still, and we are not even the highest spending team. I think हमारा team spends are very modest. Like we spend a lot less than most teams. हमारी salaries, हमारा bootcamp facilities, everything that we provide is just what is absolutely required. Like we've all been athletes before, so we know what the requirements are. We ensure that players have what they need. कोई luxurious amenities ऐसा नहीं है कि बैठ के chill करे, आराम करे, retirement home नहीं है ये resort नहीं है. This is a very straightforward performance to win. This is so that they can perform better. This is so that players can play better. But I think the direction that the ecosystem was going in was that बहुत ज़्यादा I don't want to say party zone में, but बहुत ज़्यादा relax zone में जा रहा था. It was going in the wrong direction, and I don't think that's what all the org owners are working so hard for to fund. I don't think that's what the ecosystem is working so hard for to fund. Whether it is the orgs that are raising money, whether it is the tournament organizers that are raising sponsorship, whether it is the brands that are coming in or whatever. I don't think that is why there is so much effort being put in, so that the money is poured out and being spent in bars and nightclubs and luxury goods and all of that. I don't think that's where the right use of the money is, honestly. I think ecosystem बढ़ाने के लिए there are better ways, and that's what we are going to focus towards. And that's the same reason बहुत लोग same question पूछ रहे हैं, why not GTX Collab? Because Revenant has built themselves up to a point where they are willing to spend the amount of money that TX needs. They are willing to spend whatever 10, 15, 20 X lakh, whatever required, and whatever their collaboration terms are. They have come to a business agreement where it makes financial sense for both parties and it is a win-win. I don't think we would be able to do something like that. We are not a VC-backed firm. We are literally just a bunch of friends trying to do something cool in the world of video games. हम लोग literally सारे players हैं bro. हम लोग players की तरह थे and वैसे ही आए थे and वही करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. Like we are trying to figure it out as players. We are trying to figure it out as when we were athletes and हमारे लिए पूरा ecosystem था ही नहीं. तो we thought कि क्यों ना एक ecosystem बनाया जाए athletes के लिए. But we realized having esports teams and giving salary to players and paying them to do this is not it. So we are changing that up. We are still going to be very active in the esports ecosystem. वो भले BGMI हो, Valorant हो, बाकी सारी games हो. We're going to be extremely active, probably more active than what we were with our teams. But it won't be in the form of having rosters. We will be supporting a lot of rosters. That being said, जितनी भी esports orgs है इंडिया में that need help, whether it is with contract, whether it is with paperwork, whether it is you are an org, you are an athlete, you are a brand, you are a tournament organizer, anyone that needs help, we're more than happy to provide our expertise to you guys. हम लोग हमारे paperwork share कर देंगे, हमारे जो contracts है we'll make them public, so hopefully it helps other players, it helps other orgs, it helps everyone sort out a lot of their processes in place. It helps maybe new orgs come in and start in a much better position than we ever did. So we're more than happy to make everything that we have learned public. And in fact, we are even thinking of doing a lot of content around everything we learned. And एक podcast तो definitely शुरू करने वाले ही है, where we are going to talk about every single thing that has happened. जो हुआ है, the honest truth, because अभी हमारी टीम है नहीं, so we don't need to worry about that. हमारी VCT में टीम रहेगी, हमारी VCL SA में टीम रहेगी. We will have an academy team and challengers, which will be the stepping stone to VCT. That will be where we will build up Indian talent. जहाँ अगला top